Hey, what's up, lightboltjoe here. Today we are going to discuss the 2021 Lifetime Original Christmas film, Baking Spirits Bright. Hour 27 minutes, just as all the Lifetime films are. Very awkward ends of conversations right before commercial breaks, which just fade to black and then fade into a completely different scene. It cuts characters off. It's strange. I've noticed that a few other times. I will say I didn't notice any faulty props in the background, like Christmas trees actually had lights on them that worked, things like that that I pointed out in previous Lifetime films. This was okay. Again, not amazing, not terrible, just there. It's meh. It has a good concept. So, first generation American born Indian family, it has a fruitcake business. And the Kerala cake, which is a spiced plum cake that's famously popular within India, that is very like a staple kind of dessert in India, certain parts of India. And so when this particular Varna family came to the States, the matriarch, Nani, as they call her, started making Varna fruitcakes based on the Kerala cake because that's what they grew up with and that's what they're familiar with. And then so it just turned into the Americanized version of the fruitcake. And so now that sales are dwindling because not many people eat fruitcake anymore, how do you revamp the family business stuff, right? Well, you hire a marketing agency. And so how does the marketing rep fall in love with the next in line to take over the family business, Mira, and then the stuff that happens along the way of trying to create a social media presence, try to bring in a retro chic aesthetic of fruitcake, etc. So it's neat having that conversation of different cultures having different Christmas celebrations. We talked about that a little while ago. What was that? Within Japanese cultures with Christmas or something like that? Who was it? It was the Lifetime film where the woman was the publishing rep or whatever, and she wanted to do this Puerto Rican Christmas book, but her editor said no, and then she quits and then becomes her own independent publisher, something like that. We were talking about different cultures having different Christmas celebrations. So watching this Indian family have their Christmas celebrations throughout the things, but Americanized versions of their Christmas celebrations, I thought was neat. Again, showing different cultures have different Christmas traditions and things. So I liked the explanation that the Corona cake is similar to the fruit cake, which is actually technically a European dish, which was then brought to the States, and then it all comes together, right? So fruit cake, I don't like it. It's dense. It's stodgy sometimes. I don't know. I probably have just had bad fruitcake all of these years, but I'm curious what the Kerala cake actually tastes like in regards to a spiced plum cake. But the entire time I'm watching this, I kept thinking of Never Have I Ever on Netflix, and I'm like, man, the last season had the Vishnu Kumars have a Christmas tree up just in a corner. So like we knew one specific episode took place in December around Christmas time. Not that it was Christmas centric, it was just it happened to be in the background. And I was like, because that's an incredible show in regards to Indian American family celebrating different Hindu religion. Ganesh Puja is a big thing within August, so we celebrate Ganesh Puja. That's a holiday, a big celebration holiday. So I kept thinking, I was like, man, what would the Devi Vishnu Kumar family's Christmas celebrations look like? What kind of chaos would that be? What kind of gingerbread would Devi make? And we were robbed, bro. I love Never Have I Ever. Those 4 seasons on Netflix are just absolutely priceless, golden, gorgeous cast, wonderfully well done. But I would have killed for an actual Christmas episode. That would have been so cool. And that was what I kept thinking of the entire time I'm watching this, because this is an Indian family celebrating Christmas, and I can't even say the most famous Indian family as far as I'm concerned in regards to TV series, but the one that sticks out the most to me that I've seen the most would be the Vishnu Kumars via Never Have I Ever on Netflix. And it's just such an amazing cultural dynamic that they talk about in general within the 4 seasons of the show. How would their Christmas have looked like? What kind of chaos would Davy have brought within her friend groups and things of that nature? It would have been so cool. It would have been so epic. So it's just funny how I'm watching this particular one, Baking Spirits Bright. Beautiful punny name, I get it. Haha, hysterical. I like that. The gay brother subplot, I thought that was neat. But like, there was nothing magical about this. There's nothing, yes, this is, I'm gonna remember this forever. The only thing I'm gonna remember is this plum spiced Indian version cake of the fruit cake. That's the only thing I'm truly going to remember of that, which I thought was nicely explained. But it just kept me thinking, what would the Vishnu Kumar Christmas would have been like on Ever Have I Ever? So it's just funny how you watch one thing and you think of something else the entire time. Just goes to show you, these particular films on this particular channel, I found to be very mundane. I know we have a few left within this marathon that we're doing. I think it's like one or two left. And then we're done with the Lifetime Christmas films for quite some time. I got to get back to the bigger budgeted and comedied and the kid centric ones. I gotta get back. There's Christmas horror films as well. I gotta get back to that subgenre. I need to get back to those genres because this made for TV kind of cookie cutter stuff is just it's boring me. It's boring me. I'm not learning much aside from little tiny things here and there. I'm not having amazing memories of, yes, I will forever watch this every Christmas season, because I won't. I will never watch this again. I will look into some Corolla cakes, and that's about it. That's about it. Baking Spirits Bright. On to the next review. Drama.